So here we have a 4,000 point Eldar army. So I'll start with the HQs. So my Warlord today is Eldar. Then we've got the Avatar of Cain, a Racer with the D cannon. We've got the Phoenix Lord Corandris, a Plain Farseer with Doom and Guide. Unit of Striking Scorpions, an Exarch with a Power Claw. I've got 7 Fire Dragons in a Wave Serpent with Twin Link Bright Lancers. Unit of Dire Avengers, Exarch, Blade Storm, and 2 Catapults in a Wave Serpent with Twin Link Bright Lancers. 10-man squad of Wraithguard with a Warlock with Conceal. A 3-man squad of Guardian Jet Bikes with 1 Shuriken Cannon. Then a unit of 4 Jet Bikes, 1 with a Warlock with Destructor and a Cannon. 10 Warp Spiders, Exarch, double Spinners and Withdraw. 3 Vipers with missile launchers. Then we have some Wraith Lords. 1 Wraith Lord, sword and a Bright Lance. Well, we've got 2 of those. Then a Wraith Lord with a Bright Lance and a missile launcher. Then we have 3 Warwalkers, all with scatter lasers. And then up back we've got a Fire Prism. And then a Warp Hunter, a Night Spinner, and a unit of Dark Reapers. This is proxied as an Exarch with a missile launcher and fast shot. And then a Aegis defense line with a las cannon.
Okay, today I'm fielding practically everything I've got. Starting from the left to right, we're going to start off with 3 Knob Bikers. Okay, one's carrying a Power Claw, the other 2 have got big choppers. Okay, behind that we have a Death Dread with extra close combat weapons. We have a Dakka Jet with the upgrade to Fighter Ace and extra big shooters. No, not big. Super shooters, yes. We have 5 Death Copters, all with Twin Link rockets. Back into here we have a Boom Gun, looted wagon with Boom Gun, and 2 big shooters. Now we have 2 trucks, each carrying 12 boys, one upgraded to a Knob with a Power Claw. Further down we have 19 Storm Boys plus Zagstruck to lead them in. Ooh. Yep. We have some big guns, 2 Zap guns with Teen Gretchen and a Runt Herder. Back here we have a group of Knobs. One's carrying a Power Claw and Boss Pole. We've got a Dock in there as well. They're carrying combi rockets with ammo runs, so it's a nice little Twin Link salvo there. We have 14 commandos with Snickrot. We've got 2 battle wagons. Each battle wagon, one's going to have the Knobs and one will have Burner Boys that we'll get to in a sec. We've got a group of 8 Tank Busters for some more rocket goodness. Next to them we've got 12 Looters. Behind them is representing 2 groups of 20 Shooter Boys, and 2 of them being upgraded with big shooters and of course a Knob with Power Claw Boss Pole. Our HQs for the day: Zagstruck, Gazgal, Big Mech with Shock Attack, Weird Boy upgraded to a Warp Head, and 2 War Bosses with Mega Armor. To the right we have 15 Burner Boys, 3 have been upgraded to Mechs with custom Mega Blaster. On the right, last, we have 3 Killer Cans, all with Grotsukas. This is proxying as a Grotsuka.
So this is the battlefield. We're playing on an 8 by 6 foot table and playing an Apocalypse deployment, but that's pretty much it on scoring as well. But they're pretty much 6th edition besides that. So there's the 12 inches apart no man's zone. There'll be 3 objectives, 1 in each deployment and 1 in no man's zone. So we're not doing any strategic assets, and anything can hold an objective besides an immobilized vehicle. We're not going to do Warlord traits or first blood, so we're doing the roll off for who goes first. Orcs win the roll, but let Eldar go first. Is there night fighting? No, there is not. So Eldar deployment, we've just got some Vipers and a Wraith Lord on the flank. The jet bikes near that building are holding an objective there. Night Spinner out the back, and on the other flank we've got the Prism with the defense line there. So in the middle is really the sort of hammer with the Wraith Guard and the Avatar and Wraith Seer. So pretty aggressive deployment coming up the top. So we've got Orcs then deploy. So the Orc bikers take on the flank. We've got a big squad of 20 boys at that at the marker there, and another big squad in the middle. Shock attack gun with the Grots with the zap guns up in the building. Death Dread hiding behind the wall, and the looted wagon up there as well. Cans are near the boys as well, and there's the other squad of 20 boys, and besides them we've got the battle wagons, and the looters are up in a nice firing position there. So as I mentioned, the 2 looted wagons and some trucks hiding behind there. So I'll infiltrate after this, and on the bottom of the screen I infiltrate the striking scorpions down there. So we just roll off for the markers, and we're rolling for the slime first, which I think gives feel no pain to them. We've decided to do the objective markers as artifacts. So the Eldar one turns out to be a booby trap. So we roll off to see how much damage is done there, and both wound, and we just check to see who's the closest, and it's the Guardian, and he dies. Doesn't panic because he's 12 inches on the Avatar. So we roll for this marker here, getting an 11, and which turns out to be, he's got a roll leadership to shoot, but he's got a 5+ cover save, and he's in dangerous and difficult terrain. So does Orc steal the initiative? No, thankfully. Rolling for Wraith side, I actually fail the first one, second one's okay, and the other one fails as well. So 2 out of 3 Wraith Lords aren't doing anything. So Psychic Powers, Eldrad, Fortune on himself, then Fortune on the Avatar, both pass, and the Wraith Seer's casting to give Feel No Pain to the Wraith Guard, which he passes. So Vipers just move into position to pop a tank without giving cover. Warp Hunter hides behind the building, and the Fire Dragons move up, disembark within 6 inches of the battle wagon. Really want to pop that. The Avatar moves up, Wraith Lord's moving up, and Wave Serpent with the Divengers just getting in position to shoot. Night Spinner up, and the Wraith Guard moving up as well, along with the Wraith Seer. So into the shooting phase, the Vipers shoot one of the trucks, gets a pen, and actually gets a 5. It's open top, so it's a ramshackle, and it's just a wreck. So the boys pop out there and pretty much clog up the exit there. So the Fire Dragons all shoot within 6 inches, so just quickly rolling all the pens. So we get 1 pen, 2 pens. That turns out to be a glance, which I fix up a bit later. There's a nothing. There I go, moving it to a glance. And another pen, and 4 pens all up. So we roll for the pens, and there's a 6, so it explodes. So just rolling for the damage for the... I'll see how far it goes actually. So it explodes 6 inches, so it's going to hit the dragons and a few of the boys, but the guys up the top on the bastion are fine. So rolling to damage the Orcs inside, which turn out to be the burners. A few wounds there, and a few of them die. And now he's rolling for the Fire Dragons, gets 2 wounds, but they both save. Now I'm rolling for the Orcs, and get 1 wound, and he fails, so an Orc dies. So the burners are out. He passes his pinning and passes his leadership test. So now I'm just shooting a Bright Lance at the truck. The Avatar's shooting the tank busters up on the bastion. They do a wound, and he gets his cover save. The Wraith Guard run, get 5 inches. Now the Wraith Lord flames with his 2 flamers and hits 3, so he gets 6 all up, and does 4 wounds, no cover save, but they do have Feel No Pain. Oh no, sorry, they're not the Orcs that have it, so they're just dead. So the Warp Hunter goes in the middle, gets a hit onto the tank busters, tank hunters, I think they're called. They all wound. We decided to make it area terrain, and so 4 actually die with failing a 4+ cover save. Night Spinner goes smack bang into the middle of the burners, and it scatters off a little bit. It doesn't get to roll its minus its BS because it's not within line of sight. Decide to re-roll it because I really want to hit, but turn out getting a worse result and only hitting the battle wagon. So I need a 6 to glance, which will ping because of the rending, but I don't get that. Racier shoots his D cannon straight onto the burners, and I get a hit. So a bit of a bad roll there, but I managed to get 4. And he is in area terrain with a 5+ being in the bunker, and a few of them die. It is pinning, which he does actually fail, so those burners are pinned. So the Dark Reapers now fire into the tank busters with their 4+ cover save, and get a 3 wounds there. The Exarch decides to shoot, he's got a missile launcher, so shoots the plasma. That scatters off. I think it hits 1 or 2. And the second shot, because he has fast shot, then scatters way off and doesn't hit anything. So I got 1 wound, but I failed to wound actually. And that's his cover saves, and 1 died. So he rolls his leadership and did fail it. And they ran 5 inches. They jump off the building, take a dangerous terrain, but they're fine. So big win there. So the Fire Prism shoots a concentrated focus fire, gets a hit. Strength 9, so it's a pen there, and he gets a 4+ cover save and did pass it. Bright Lance, twin linked, does hit and does get a pen, another cover save, and so the Wraith Lord declares a charge on the boys. Overwatch, nothing, and rolling for the distance, gets 4 inches, so he fell short. Orcs turn 1, don't press that, all good. Orc bikers, they move up, and so does the Death Dread and the Cans. The Orc boys move up to shoot into the Fire Dragons, and the Tank Busters keep running, needing a Snake Eye. The Battle Wagon with the Knobs moves up, so does this squad of boys, and the truck that's fine heads through the little hole in the wall, rolls his dangerous or difficult terrain, but passes them both. So Pain Boy tries to cast a Psychic Power, but Runes of Warding gives it a Perils. Feel No Pain roll failed, and he took a wound. So the Orc and the Knob Bikers roll their Twin Link Big Shooters and get a couple of hits. It needs 6s to wound, gets a couple of wounds, 3+ save, and passes it. So leadership test to shoot the Big Shooters because of the slime or the artifact, one of the two. And a couple of hits, but no wounds. So the Shock Attack Gun and the Zap Gun go to shoot into the Wraith Guard with Eldrad. So the Zap Gun has a strength of 4, and 1 was in range, and so we got 1 hit, but it failed to wound. So the Shock Attack Gun, large template, middle of Eldrad's head, and it rolls a 10 on its strength, which teleports it straight into base-to-base contact with Eldrad, so shocking luck there. The looted wagon shoots into the Wave Serpent, gets a hit, but only gets 1 roll because it's Hollow Fields and fails to do anything. The Cans shoot their Grotzookas into the Striking Scorpions in the building. They end up getting like 17 hits. We miss the scatters. So here's the wound pool because there's 5 normal Scorpions before a Exarch, so they get their 3+ save. So fail 1 dies, and take the next 4, and I think 2 die, so I'm down to like 2 left. Both pass, 2 more, and both dead. So now I'm onto the Exarch, so a 4+, look out sir, and I fail that, so his save 3+, Exarch is dead, and another normal guy is fine. So I think I lost 6 guys, including the Exarch. So the looters now shoot into the Racier, gets 2 shots each, and gets pretty bad roll, but only gets a few attacks, and it needs 5s to wound, and it does get 3 wounds, 3+ save, and so the Wraithseer takes a wound, and it's down to 3. So the Tank Busters try to snapshot in the back of the Wave Serpent. The Orc Knobs in the Battle Wagon shoot their Twin Link rockets with, they got like, I don't know, ammo grunts or something. Does a couple wounds. It's fortune, the avatar, but it does get 1 wound, so it's down to 3. The big shooters snapfire into the Wraith Lord and snapfires its cannon, but doesn't get anything.